more requested than a live band that has a lot of talent. Because some people don't look at it like that. You know, if you have anybody out there that is actually dedicated to playing a fucking instrument, they understand the time it takes. I mean, this dude at 13 spent 4 hours playing his guitar when he could have had his dick in his hand for 4 hours. And that's a big commitment at 13.
No, he did both.
Yeah, he did both. He did both,
Sometimes
which
at
is
the same
also
time.
a big
Yeah,
commitment, you know?
It's like,
But either way,
learn the
like to
song,
me,
go
it feels
beat my
like,
dick.
you know, like we were saying, if some guy, or like Casey said, some guy with a fucking phone and a playlist can get up there and be more requested and make more money than you guys. And I know why it is, because he's playing what everybody
Well, it makes
wants
sense.
to hear.
There's only so much media or entertainment one can consume.
Absolutely,
There's just there's not enough time to go around. So like it's easier to listen to the songs that you like than to engage with a new band and
to learn songs.
Sure, yeah. I mean, there's so
I'm
much
guilty
to
of
do.
it. I'm guilty of how many times we flip through music and I'm like, you know, this is a new song. I don't care about hearing it. I want to hear it.
Dude, I listen to the same 500 songs that's been on my
Oh
phone
yeah,
since like
all the
2008.
time.
Like
all
no joke.
the fucking time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But it's funny because I would tell you that out of the 5 new songs I listen to, whatever, you know, in my genre, typically I like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
I mean, you would think with those odds that I would listen to more new songs.
But you
know
don't.
what I mean?
Right?
But you don't.
It's easy to. That's why people you throw Netflix on for the same show.
The Office.
I've watched The Office
The Office.
50 times. It's comfort food.
As soon as he said the paper industry, I was like, yeah, Dunder Mifflin's going down. You know, I threw that out there for any of the viewers that watch The Office. Probably not. You should.
The Office never gets old, especially if you start over every time. You know,
that should have been a New Year's resolution for a lot of people to watch The Office.
It's low maintenance.
That's what Casey's looking. He's like, what the fuck is The Office?
No, I was actually we got Netflix just so we could start watching The Office.
What?
No, but we haven't started watching it because we got caught up on other shit.
Yeah.
And then when we did try to watch The Office, Sasha turns it on, and we were watching it for like 2 minutes, and she goes, "Something's up with this." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the British version."
Oh no, I watched the British version.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
You need to watch the what's his name? Michael
Scott.
Well, not the guy that plays him. My bad.
Rick Gervais.
No. The guy that plays Michael Scott from the American version of it. Steve Carell. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Steve Carell's version. I've watched the British version, and I mean it's a lot darker.
Well, it's very British. Type humor.
It's a lot.
Well, if you
darker.
haven't noticed by all the Shamrocks in here, I'm not a British fan. So.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So
it's very.
You have no reason to watch it, you know. And I mean, it's a really good show. I like it. I've watched it fucking 10,000 times. It's on my goddamn Reddit feed. Office memes just all day long.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely a big participant of The Office.
Yeah, it's my favorite show.
Yeah, it's really good.
For an absolute favorite show? Like,
I've watched it so much. It used to be. I mean, yeah, I would say yeah. But yeah, it's kind of since Netflix, since it became
it's in my top 5.
In the beginning is kind of slow. It's kind of hard to get into because it's like really dry.
Yeah.
It's really dry humor, and it kind of feels like the whole thing is just improv.
Yeah.
Like it kind of feels that way, but later on it starts to
a lot
really
of
click
them
and
being
come on.
awkward and looking at the camera.
Right. Well,
absolutely.
You've seen like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Parks and Rec.
I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Those are all made by Michael Schur,
Yeah.
the same
Parks
guy.
and Rec.
So it's
Parks
all the
and
same
Rec is
DNA
really
behind
fucking
all those shows, and they kind
Absolutely.
of share that awkward, dry humor, which is my style.
Parks and Rec goes into the band names things that the dude that plays Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's on Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And he has that band.
Mouse Rat.
Yeah, Mouse Rat, but it's changed like 50 fucking times.
Yeah, it was Rat Mouse.
It's Rat Mouse
What
Rat.
can we think
the
of that?
mass of
Right, I
mouse
know.
of the rat. Yeah,
So
it all
simple.
got really good. So I loved it. Yeah, it was definitely a good progression of those shows that I really got.
Sure,
into.
yeah. The Good Place is another one that he
That
makes.
and then I have to throw Spartacus every once in a while just to feel like a man, just to love every second of the blood, gore, and slow motion
I guess Game of
Titties.
Thrones is my fix for all that.
and incest.
Game of Thrones?
That's where-
Did they come out with that season
That
yet?
last
No,
season
no.
of Game of
Is it-
Thrones.
The
It
last
never
season
come out?
it comes out this year.
It does, and that's it,
I
right?
think
I gotta catch up on that. I was
Yeah,
into
we
it,
got
man.
caught up on Game of Thrones. We did that
Stopped.
before we had Netflix. I had Netflix like 10 years ago. Okay?
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
had Netflix, it wasn't as cool as it is now.
When you rented the movies.
Nah,
and
Yeah,
let
well, I mean,
them
I had
TV.
that too, but I mean, I had the first TV.
Yeah, so-
Okay,
first
yeah,
show.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't as cool. And of course, then whenever I got my place, whenever I had my apartment over there in downtown, I had cable, and cable was
Cable sucks.
Yeah. So anyway, sure about that
UPN
deal.
38, baby.
But anyway, I had cable and I did DirecTV, And then, I hated DirecTV too. And we moved here, we went streaming, we Amazon Prime and Hulu.
Yeah.
Which I loved. I love Hulu and I liked Amazon Prime. I thought Amazon Prime was better than Netflix because my last experience with Netflix was 10 years ago.
It's fucking not.
It's changed a lot.
It's not.
We were trying to do the Office thing, and I
Yeah,
called my
originals
brother.
are amazing now.
My brother's like, hey man, you can watch Netflix on my account. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, we know you can watch 4 things on my account. And I said, what? How do they make money at that? So he gives me the thing, and sure enough, he's got one for. So we got like a thing on there, Casey. So we hit it, and when that shit comes on, and I'm going, well, this is fucking.
They've got so much fucking shit. It's like it's
all
really
their
hard
original
to
movies. I'm digging so far.
absolutely.
I like them all.
I got a really
They
good
What's
shit.
the
great
best
original
Netflix
movies.
recommendation?
Black Dynamite.
Black. Well, no, that's not a Netflix original. Though.
Oh, an original. I just thought you
their
meant a show
content.
on Netflix. I was like,
Well, it
shit.
ain't Bird Box. I fucking hated that.
You don't
one.
like it?
I still
I haven't
not
seen it yet,
watched
but
it.
a lot of people like
But
it.
I've heard
this,
nothing but negative reviews about it.
Okay, let
But
me
it
let me
Sandra
back up.
motherfucking Bullock.
I did a show on it. Me and Sasha. talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
I did.
Yeah, but here's my thing with Bird Box. It hooked me from the very beginning. I was 100% in the movie the entire time.
Right.
I can't stand a movie that doesn't explain what the fuck happened. You know what I mean?
I got you, yeah.
I mean, I get the
You don't
effects.
know why there's an
I
apocalypse.
want to know where the shit come from,
Right.
where it happened. I want at some
There's no
point.
science fiction.
What, dig
behind
into
it.
Yeah,
that
at some
stuff.
point,
Yeah.
I want the scientists from Area 51 to walk in and go,
Well, this is
this thing
why
escaped
it's-
40 years
yeah.
ago.
This is fucking why, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but and it didn't. So I think that's I think the movie was. I don't know if it's set up for a sequel. Probably it's probably gonna have a sequel. I just would guess.
That's how it was with Cloverfield or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
that is.
Cloverfield.
Which one, like the original? There's
yeah,
a
the
Netflix
original.
Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
what is up
terrible.
with that?
That's
That's
fucking
like it's like
terrible.
a sequel to all.
It
of
is
them.
Oh,
so
is it?
bad.
It's not very good.
So fucking
Oh.
bad.
Well, I watched the Will Smith thing. Me and Greg talked about that. The Bright thing. Actually,
Oh
thought
yeah, that was a good
I
movie.
thought
Right,
that
I
was
liked
really
it.
good, man. I thought that was really good, and so I was like, well, that was good, and Bird Box would have been good if there had been some closure in it.
Yeah.
And then and I forgot what else. I watched The Ritual, which is about those dudes that go off to Sweden on a hike, and it's kind of like a, well, I can't even think of an example right now, but it's fucking good. You should check it out.
I'm telling you, The Haunting of Hill House on
Yeah,
Netflix.
that's really good.
Is
Yeah,
the
that's
best.
really fucking
It's
The
like
Haunting of Hill House?
so good.
Is that a Netflix original?
It's a Netflix
Okay.
original
It's
show.
a series.
I
isn't
want
it?
to watch.
It's it's got like 10 episodes.
Okay.
Kind of
What
a
is
mini
it?
series.
The Ranch. I really want to watch it.
It's okay.
I can't.
It's
though.
okay.
I cannot watch it.
It just
2 words. Ashton Kutcher.
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot.
you
do
don't like
it.
Ashton
I
Kutcher.
hate him. I fucking hate him. I
What is it
absolutely
about?
hate him.
Are you threatened by him? Would you say?
I'm not even threatened by him. It's just like, you know what? I'm not threatened by him, but I'm scared. I'm scared that if he ever walked up to me in person and was like, "Hey man, what's up?"
They're
then I
actually-
would just break his fucking face.
I think you would fall in love.
I think y'all would get
I
along very well.
I don't
You'd
think we
fall in love
would.
with
I
Ashton
really don't
Kutcher
think
is
we
what I
would.
think.
I
I
really
think
don't
y'all would be
we
best
would,
friends
man.
forever.
He does some good work.
I really
You know,
don't
like
think he does.
he runs like a anti-sex trafficking thing. He's behind a lot of that. He
Yeah, but
testified
I
to Congress recently.
I don't really care about actors' morals.
That's fair.
You know,
That's
if
fair.
Kevin
No,
Spacey
yeah.
raped someone, I'm like, he's still
I
fucking
think
Kevin
he did
Spacey.
actually.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he did.
Allegedly.
He just got indicted. For that.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I
I think he's allegedly done it a lot.
need all of you to back off Kevin
Didn't he always
Spacey.
play creepy scenes anyway
Yes.
like that?
Well, they
saw
were
it.
rape scenes, but you know they were.
He released a video
was it
recently.
Kevin
You may have
Spacey?
saw
I
this.
saw it.
Who? Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. He's in the character from House of Cards,
Yep, he's Frank.
addressing the real life
The whip.
allegations against him
No shit.
as Frank. It's the
Really?
fucking most bizarre thing.
So he's lost it.
I've,
So he pulled a.
well, you have to imagine he's done. It's
What's
been.
that fucker's
No,
name?
I think. Did you see the video?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
bizarre.
was he okay? I didn't take it as he was addressing a real life accusation against him. I took it as he was addressing like he was trying to get his job back because it was released the same day the accusations were. So maybe he was.
Yeah, well, the same
I
day that he got
mistook it.
indicted.
Yeah, the same day he got indicted, it
Holy
came out.
fucking shit! Really?
I just took it as like a meta type, like, because he's talking about how like you thought I was guilty, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed very meta. Like, yes, he's his character from House of Cards, but it's not a coincidence that he released it on the same day.
Oh
that,
wow. That's
I'm
crazy.
watching Ozark now. You guys seen that?
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to.
It's
pretty
good, but here's my problem with it. If they do not get rid of that motherfucking blue filter on that screen, it is the entire time.
That's gonna be it
like
for
you
you.
know, it's like what
It's
they
not
use in
going away.
movies when something's in Siberia.
Yeah.
You know, or it's cold outside,
Right,
or it's
yeah.
winter. It's a blue filter, right? They always do that shit. That was okay before everyone had filters on their phones.
But now it's
now
not
we all
cool.
know what it is.
No, it's not cool.
Now it's like the season started. The show started with a blue filter,
Mhm.
and I keep waiting for it to change. I thought, okay, they're in Chicago. There's going to be a blue filter. They moved to Missouri. It's going to change. It hasn't changed. It's not just about the weather. It can be bright outside, the sun's shining. You can see the sun in the frame, and it's still a blue filter. It's the most annoying
There's-
shit
yeah,
ever.
Have you
There's no
spent much
meaning
time
behind
in
it.
Missouri?
What's that?
Have you spent like a lot of time in Missouri?
No, not a lot of time.
A lot of people don't know Missouri has a blue filter covering the entire state.
Oh, is that what it is?
The entire time,
Well,
man.
never mind.
Yeah.
There's
If they're
nothing they
actually
can
in
do
the-
about it.
Yeah. It's actually accurate.
I want to watch that
appreciate
show, but
that.
like I'm afraid that I won't like it because like a lot of shows like that, I have a real big issue with like the main character. That I don't know if he's the main character from the trailers I've seen.
Jason
everything.
Bateman is the main
The
guy
guy from Horrible Bosses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what's that other fucking the show he's in?
He's
Arrested
been a lot of
Development.
stuff.
Arrested Development.
He's been a lot of stuff.
I have an issue with stuff like that. It's like when Robin Williams, God rest his soul, decided to make a fucked up drama. I was like, it's fucking Robin Williams.
Like What Dreams May Come?
But yeah, I was like, that's Robin Williams. Why is he so sad and why is he going to hell to save his wife that killed herself? What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
It's like, why isn't he being happy? Like even Patch Adams. Patch Adams was really great until it got really serious, and I was like,
It's hard to
that's
like.
not-
Click is the great example of this for me. Like
Click.
Adam
Click,
Sandler,
yeah.
like it's like.
oh
And then,
no,
like,
did you ever see fucking Funny People
Oh,
with
Yeah.
Adam Sandler in it?
yeah.
That movie was not funny.
Is
It's not funny.
It was not funny
that,
at
that
all.
was the biggest piss
was
me
not-
off.
But I knew
funny
that
at all.
wasn't funny going in. I didn't know that was Click.
I went on it. I literally went on a date with a girl, and she was like, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" She said, "Well, let's go to the movies." And I was like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna work out because what do you do at the movies? You sit and not speak to one.
Yeah, I've
another.
never understood the movies. for
First
a
date
thing.
or eating dinner. I don't want to go eat dinner.
Like
on
a
the
second
first
date, you know, like after there's been physical contact.
Yeah,
Or something
absolutely,
like that.
absolutely.
But,
We
like,
can fool around the movies,
to-
but like,
it's a weird place to.
there's two things I hate to do on a first date:
Sometimes
movies
the second
and
date,
dinner.
there's plenty of physical
You don't have to do
contact.
dinner on first
I don't like to do dinner because of the way I eat.
Like a,
Well,
I-
the military,
like an animal.
right?
I eat like someone's
really?
gonna come take this plate.
I
at
guess
a
so. I
certain
do the
amount
same
of
It's
thing.
the
I never
scene
even
from
been in the
Major
military.
Payne.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
I don't
scene
want
from
to, and I
Major
don't want
Payne.
anyone to see that. You know, plus I cannot speak to you while I eat because I'm telling you, like if you and me are eating dinner together and you're like, I was game. I'm like, man, I'm not.
as I want to.
You
do.
know, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not talking to you right now because you're eating and it's going everywhere. And if I'm trying to impress someone or show some type of sexual activity towards someone, I don't want them to see that. But she asked me to go to the movies with her. I was like,
You don't
yeah,
have
let's
to talk
go.
and eat at the same time. Like you know that, right? Like you can
Yeah, I know I don't. No, but they do it.
Do they?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
every
Okay,
every
I mean,
date
that's-
I've ever went
Yeah,
on
they
where a
do.
woman was like,
And she
let's
just
go
like-
to dinner together. She was like,
So,
are you enjoying your food? But they asked me a question as soon as I take a bite, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and be fucking
Okay.
silent.
You're trying to just eat your shit. And
I'm just
then-
trying to eat my food, you know, and then we can do.
So
what
what's
we
the
want.
perfect first date?
The perfect
for
first
like
day
that?
for me?
Yeah.
Just going anywhere that's kind of chill, kind of quiet, sitting down, having a couple of drinks, and talking. That's perfect for me, because that's like the filling out
They
process.
don't. They could manage to like not drink and ask questions at the same time.
Well, I mean, if I'm taking a drink and you ask me a question, it's
Yeah.
blah,
See,
blah,
food
blah.
can work the
what,
exact
no
what
same
if they
big
tell
deal.
you a funny joke when
Food
you're taking a
can
break?
work the
Then
same
what
way if you
happens?
take bites like a normal human being. I don't do that.
That's all right. That's
I'm
fine.
just
That
like
seems fair
shit,
to me.
mashed potatoes and steak. You know, I'm getting on it. I'm doing my thing.
That
So.
seems fair. Okay. I can
But
go.
all right, I guess we're gonna get ready to take a break here soon. We'll be back with more whatever the hell we're talking about already.
Who fucking
Stay
knows?
tuned in.
We went from bands to Netflix, and we got more shit coming. We'll be back.
I told him that I was like, man, we can go anywhere. It doesn't matter.